Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a hot topic that's sure to spark some debate, and that's Rasheed Wallace's take on Dennis Rodman's defensive abilities. According to Sheed, the Worm wasn't all that when it came to playing defense and was simply a rebounding specialist. Let's break this down and see if Sheed's comments hold any weight. Dennis Rodman is widely regarded as one of the best defenders and rebounders in NBA history. With 5 championships, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, and 8 All-NBA Defensive Team selections, his resume speaks for itself. But Rasheed Wallace, a 4-time All-Star and one of the most skilled power forwards of his era, recently shared a different perspective on Rodman's game. In a recent interview on the Sheed and Tyler podcast, Wallace didn't hold back on his comments. He claimed that Rodman's defensive reputation was overhyped and that his accolades were more a result of his insane rebounding skills than his ability to lock down opponents. This might come as a shock to many, especially given Rodman's reputation as a defensive stalwart. But let's dig a little deeper into what Sheed had to say. Wallace, who entered the NBA in 1995, played against Rodman during the latter stages of his career. By then, Rodman was still a rebounding machine, leading the league in rebounds for 3 of his last 5 seasons and earning first-team All-Defensive honors in '95. Despite this, Wallace wasn't convinced that Rodman was an elite defender. In the podcast, Sheed said, and I quote, "Rodman was known for his rebounding. To me, no, he wasn't really stopping anybody like MJ. I definitely wanted him to guard me." It's clear that Wallace respected Rodman's rebounding ability, calling him one of the greatest rebounders the game has ever seen. And honestly, there's no denying that. At just 6'7", Rodman out-rebounded taller and stronger players with his relentless energy, incredible timing, and unique understanding of angles. But when it came to defense, Wallace simply wasn't impressed. Ultimately, Sheed's argument boils down to this. Rodman's defensive prowess was more about rebounding than actually stopping his opponents. Wallace acknowledged that Rodman's ability to pull down rebounds was his true niche in the league. He said, 22 points, 25 rebounds, that's light work. 2 points, 25 rebounds, good night's work. That's just how dominant Rodman was on the glass, but Sheed wasn't buying that he was a defensive stopper like everybody made him out to be. When it came to actual one-on-one defense, Wallace felt that Rodman didn't live up to the hype, at least in the later years of his career. He even mentioned that Rodman was more of a lockdown defender during his time with the bad boy Detroit Pistons. Back then, Rodman was known for his tenacity, guarding everyone from point guards to centers and making life miserable for even the best scorers like MJ, but Sheed just didn't see it. Despite Sheed's critique, it's important to remember that Rodman was a unique player who built his legacy on both defense and rebounding. Sure, his rebounding numbers were otherworldly, but you don't make 8 consecutive All-NBA defensive teams without having some serious defensive chops. Rodman's ability to disrupt offenses, his versatility in guarding multiple positions, and his relentless hustle were key factors in his success. So, what do we make of Rasheed Wallace's comments? It's clear that Sheed respects Rodman's rebounding skills, but he questions just how great of a defender he really was, especially in the latter part of his career. But on the other hand, Rodman's accolades and impact on the court tell a different story about how much of a player he was as a rebounder and a defender for the Bulls and the Pistons. But what do you guys think? Was Dennis Rodman's defensive reputation overhyped, or is she downplaying just how impactful the Worm really was on the defensive end? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more upcoming videos and NBA content. My name is Damian Peters. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.